Hello, class. I'm sure many of you have heard of the topic of astrology. It's quite popular these days, especially in the spiritual communities. It's considered to be an esoteric art form to some, a pseudoscience to others. And I've been studying astrology for well over 10 years now. So I'm going to give you a little brief history of how the natal chart will came about and how it came into existence. Man has always been fascinated with the sky, and you could divide this into like three separate categories basically: astronomy, astrology, and the calendar. They began in Mesopotamia around 3000 BC, observing, and they called these people sky watchers. They were known as the sky watchers, and they they discovered that there were five wandering stars, which basically are planets, the first seven planets, and which some of those are the sun and the moon. Planets in the Greek language literally means wanderers. And around the 18th century BC, you had the Babylonians who flourished within Mesopotamia, and they actually brought with them a little more knowledge, adding to what the sky watchers had observed. And the Babylonians, they were known as the first great astronomers, okay? The minutes and seconds of modern astronomical measurements derive from their number system. And their number system, the Babylonians introduced the concept of the zodiac, or the constellations in which the suns and planets appear to move through the heavenly bodies. In their passage through the heavens could serve as a measurement, almost like a yardstick, and they divided this up into 12 equal, what we call houses in the natal chart wheel. And in these 12 houses, there's 0 to 30 degrees in each house. Today, this measurement is still widely used among modern astrologers. I myself do not use the equal house system. I like to use Placidus, and that was invented by another mathematician. And it doesn't look the same as your equal natal chart. The houses, some of them will be a little bigger looking or smaller. Okay, so, and then after the Babylonians, the Greeks later provide the term for the zodiac when they described it as an animal circle. So around the 6th century BC, Greeks make a significant advances in the fields of both astronomy and astrology. They had a very analytical approach to the heavens, which led to great insights of brilliance. Meanwhile, astrology benefits the range and vitality of the Greek gods, linked the planets and constellations with the Greek gods. These very human divinities make astrology dramatic and exciting, and I can personally attest to that one. I know a lot of astrologers who they really they really base the astrology off of archetypes and really wanting to understand in their chart, like, the story of basically like a Greek god of sorts, or just it's very magical in that sense. So these very human divinities make astrology very dramatic and exciting. The art finds its lasting role in casting fortunes of ordinary men and women. So it is used to, it can predict the future. If you look at, let's just say if you're studying, you're a sky watcher in Mesopotamia, and you notice a particular pattern in the sky and then it happens again, you might correlate the two together, and then you start to notice things, similarities. And I certainly loved seeing how throughout history the evolution of the zodiac and all its main characteristics kind of came to be. This part I've never really quite delved deeply into. I've always been kind of distracted into the mythology of, the storylines behind it all. And today it's really took a modern twist, but that was how it came to be in existence in the first place. From these amazing cultures and different observations of these sky watchers throughout different periods